explain it, but I'm loving them so far. I truly have no idea where this is going to go. I kind of have a lot of questions. Some of them I'm like, hey, can I trust you? Can I trust you? Howl's Moving Castle meets, I want to say like Immortal Dark. Hi my loves, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you guys are new. I did this video not too long ago and you guys seem to really like it and it really helps me finish my TBR for the month. So in today's video, we're going to be trying to finish my April TBR. This is actually future me coming in to do an intro because I kind of just started this video without too much explanation. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an intro, introduce you to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I would love if you stayed. We have like the best wholesome community here. I actually love you all so much. I don't think you understand just how much. So basically the objective of today's video is to just read as much as possible of my April TBR. So today basically we're going to be trying to get through that list. What is that list, you may ask? Well, don't worry, I will tell you. We have 5 books on this TBR, 6 including my book club pick, which is A Harvest of Hearts, which I always add to my TBR just kind of on the side. The first book was The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, The Rag Picker King by Cassandra Clare, A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, Heir of Storms by, I actually am struggling to remember who it's by right now, and The Raven Scholar. So we have quite a few books on this TBR. The only thing that's going to make this vlog very difficult is the fact that a lot of them are very long books. They are lengthy books. They have a lot to them. So we'll see how many we can get through. Hopefully 3 would be my ideal, at least. Without me talking anymore, let's go start reading my April TBR. Okay, so we have just over a week to try and finish my April TBR, which is very ambitious. I do truly not think we will be able to finish the entire TBR because if you watch my video, we picked a lot of long reads and that was my bad. I kind of forgot how many good reads were coming out in April and I was prioritizing them. I know I'm so bad. Anyway, I do have a few. One of them isn't technically from my TBR, but it's my book club pick. So like obviously it's kind of part of my TBR for the month, and that is A Harvest of Hearts. That's going to be the first book we're reading. I always have my TBR and then my book club pick. So I always have like a usually 6 to 7 book TBR. Don't usually finish it and I'm not too strict on myself, but they are the books I like to prioritize. It's just if other books pop up that I really want to read or that have been asked to read or have to read for some reason, then I'll read them over this. But usually I try and read more books on my TBR. Guess how many we have read this month? Yeah, none. I'm really mad at myself. Anyway, this is the first book we're going to be reading. I actually have already started it. I'm only like 5 chapters in. Little den, but I'm very intrigued so far. This is very much Howl's Moving Castle meets, I want to say like Immortal Dark. Like there's a little bit of a darker element to it. And when I say Howl's Moving Castle, I mean the movie, just because I haven't read the book of Howl's Moving Castle. I actually didn't even know there was a book until like a year or so ago when I saw it in the bookstore. Very much do need to read that. I do love Howl's Moving Castle. It is just such a beautiful story, beautiful animation. And this is very much giving those vibes. Basically, what I am gathering so far, we're set in a little village that is outside the city. So it's just a very little small town and we are following our main protagonist, Foss, which just, by the way, it's such a cute name. We're following Foss and she is the daughter of the butcher, the village's butcher. She's always kind of seen herself as ugly as well. And so she doesn't really expect like a Prince Charming to show up out of somewhere and fall in love with her. She's never really expected that life. Within this world, there are also like magical folk. They're more referred to as sorcerers and they're kind of known to keep the city alive, to keep the villages alive, to keep the humans alive. And to do that, they source hearts from certain people. They don't have to take the whole heart. They can just take a little bit of the heart, like kind of, I think we're talking like metaphorically, like not physically. In a sense, like it's more like their soul. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but they can take their heart, or these hearts go into keeping, like producing more magic to keep the people of this world safe. That's what I've gathered so far, but I'm really liking it. Something about this writing, like it just instantly hooks me. I cannot stop reading it. It's very easy to read. As I said, it's very unique. The writing is very lyrical, but in a sense that it's not hard to read. Like you can still understand it perfectly fine. Very interested to see what everyone else thinks of it. If you didn't know, like I have a Fable book club, which is completely free to join, and we just read together. Excited to see what everyone else thinks of it. This is taking me by surprise, honestly. But yeah, anyway, we've made a little dent in this. Hopefully we can read a lot more today. As I said, we've got just over a week left, so I don't know how much we'll get done. I would love to start the Atlas 6, possibly A River Enchanted, get as many as we can. Those are kind of my priority books. We'll see. Yeah, anyway, that is our little update for now. I'm gonna read a lot more today, hopefully. I have a little bit of time, so yeah, we'll see how we go. We are going to ignore my hair right now. It's annoying me. I am halfway through A Harvest of Hearts. And I am really, really enjoying it. It's definitely taken a few turns that I didn't quite expect. And I'm not really sure where the story's going, but I am really here for the vibe. I am here for the atmosphere. I'm here for the characters. I'm just really enjoying it. I can't even say why. I just feel like it's the general mood of the book. And like, I literally cannot give you specific reasons. I just am really liking the characters. There's one character specifically that I would really like to get more information on, or just get to know him a little bit better. I would say he's our other main protagonist. He's the sorcerer. His name is Sylvester. And I feel like there's so much more to him that we don't know yet. And I'm very curious to see where that goes. I really like our main protagonist so far. I definitely think she's being a little bit stupid at some points. Like, I'm kind of like, why are you doing that? I also see why she's doing that, if that makes sense. Like, I can see where she's coming from. And she's never ventured outside this little village that she lives in before. Like, everything's new for her. I get that it's a bit overwhelming for her. Yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. We also have a cat that talks. I love that. The cat talks. That is like so much fun. And like, I love him. He's my favorite character at the moment. I am living for his character. His name's Cornelius, and like, I love him. I love him so much. He is such a fun character. It just gives the most like magical kind of feel, but also like a little bit like a childhood feel, but it's definitely not a childhood book at all. Like, it's not a childhood book, don't get me wrong by that, but it's really fun to read. And I don't know, I'm just having a really, really good time. I feel like it's really different. It's a very different book from what I'm used to, and it's really refreshing. I feel like it's one of those books you could pick up kind of any time. It's really, really fun. I'm having such a good time reading it. I'm hoping that the ending will like hold up, because as I said, we're halfway through. So yeah, I'm hoping that the ending will hold up. I don't know if this author has written anything else, but I'm kind of really intrigued now to see if she has. I would love to read more by her. But yeah, so far so good. Very much enjoying it. I'm gonna read more tonight. It's a very easy read. Like, I've been absolutely binging this without kind of trying. For some reason, hardcovers, that makes me feel like I'm reading like an actual book, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. I'm such a like texture person. Anyway, person. I am gonna keep reading tonight. I will keep updating you. I'll update you in the morning and see how far we get through. Hopefully we keep enjoying it. It is the next day. I did in fact finish A Harvest of Hearts last night. I literally just couldn't put it down. It was such a vibe. I loved the atmosphere. I loved the world. I wouldn't say it like kept me on my toes the entire time. Like, it's a cozy fantasy. It's not gonna like be, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? But it was, by the way, Maisie is literally on my lap right now. But it was really fun. As I said, the world was really intriguing to me. The ending felt a little bit, it was kind of weirdly paced. And I would say there was some parts that I didn't love and I wasn't connecting to as much. I want to say the storyline was interestingly paced to me, personally. That was just my experience. It kind of felt, I don't know, I wasn't sure if it felt a little bit rushed. I wasn't really sure what it felt like, but it was really entertaining. I did really like our characters. I didn't feel heaps of a connection in like the romance side of things, but I don't know. I really liked Cornelius. I really liked some of our characters. Like, it was really fun. I say it reminded me of like House Moving Castle meets Immortal Dark, just because it was a tiny bit darker than Immortal Dark. Like, we definitely had some darker themes going on, but it was really interesting. Like, it was a really interesting combination. I've been reading like through the book club comments, and I feel like a lot of people had very similar experiences reading this, but like on the whole, I really enjoyed it. And I love that when I don't know anything about a book and go into it and I haven't seen anyone talk about this, which I always really appreciate when I go into a book. Like, I love finding unknown books. I don't know, maybe people have been talking about this, but to me it's new. It also kind of is like reminiscent of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, just in the sense that it's very like atmospheric and moody and cozy. If you want to cuddle up with a cup of tea, this is like kind of those kind of books. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's just my head talking. I think for a rating, I'm gonna go a 4.25. I don't know if I'll change that, but I think that's what I'll settle on. The initial expectations I had for it, it really met. I don't think it was anything like crazy revolutionary. Like, obviously I'm not like 5-star feeling, but it was like, there's not a lot I can fault about it. Like, there's not a lot. There was just something that didn't have me quite as intrigued as I could have been. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Yeah, highly recommend. I've said all this. Anyway, that is our first book done. That is our first book off the TBR. The next book I have in mind though is a very, very scary book for me. This is what it is. The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake. If there is one book that has intimidated me for the longest time, it is The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake. I do not know why. I think because I've seen so many negative reviews on it and just so many people being like, it does not live up to the hype that is surrounding it, which I've kind of seen a bit of hype. I feel like it was much more like a few years ago when it first came out, or like when the series was still getting completed. The only thing I have seen is that even people who love this book, the rest of the series doesn't quite live up to what they hope. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. I'm nervous about a lot, honestly. But I do love Olivia Blake's writing. I have read 2 of her books. Where are they? They're somewhere around there. Masters of Death and One for My Enemy. Loved both of them. Absolutely obsessed with both of them. So I feel like this has the potential for me to be obsessed with it. And I do think Olivia Blake has this really unique way of creating characters that I hope she'll do in this. And obviously if we've got 6 characters we're following, we've got a lot of potential there. I'm getting the vibes that this is like a bit of a moody book. All I know is that we're set at like an academy type situation. I really don't know a lot about it. And yeah, we've got the following 6 main characters. So excited about this. Very, very nervous, but I feel like this is the video that's going to push me to finally read it. And hopefully we can get some raw reactions. I also love that Olivia Blake always includes like pictures in her books. I love that. It's just such a fun element. We'll be brave to get, you're making me brave to read this. You're holding me accountable to read this finally. I'm not kidding. It's probably been on my TBR for like 2 years. It's embarrassing. Love these characters' interactions. Like when they interact, it just makes me excited. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I'm loving them so far. It's actually a day or 2 later. I can't quite remember when I last filmed, but I have made quite a bit of progress. Hello. I have made quite a bit of progress through the Atlas 6 and so far, so good. I was so nervous about going into this. I was so nervous. I just have seen so many negative reviews about the series as a whole, but I decided my camera battery is about to die. Of course it is, the one time I pick it up. Okay, I'm gonna go change you. Maisie actually has attachment issues. Like, she is literally the cuddliest dog I have ever met. She just doesn't want to leave. Back to the Atlas 6. Okay, so as I said, very nervous to start it, but when like there's an academy setting, I'm always going to be a little bit intrigued, and we have multiple POVs in this book so far. So we've obviously got the 6 POVs of all of our different like candidates. I don't even know if I've talked about what this book is about. Once a decade, the world's best magicians are invited to join the elite Alexandrian society. Its members enjoy a lifetime of power and access to ancient secrets, but only 5 places are offered. So after recruitment by the mysterious Atlas Blakely, the candidates must complete a rigorous year of arcane study. Only 5 of the 6 candidates can go through. So it's very interesting. It's definitely a dark academia setting. I am at page 150, so I've actually like been binging it. I literally cannot stop. I'm reading it quite slowly because I do want to take my time with this, and I want to make sure I'm getting every little detail, because I just have a feeling that it's one of those books that I want to read slowly and want to like fully, you know, have everything sink in. But so far it's really good. Like so far I'm really liking it. I'm loving all of our different characters. I am loving the different point of views we're getting. I'm really liking the character depth and analysis that we have. Like I feel like there's a lot of like bizarre different characters, and putting them all in one group is really interesting. There's so many things I want the answers to. I feel like there's a lot of unknowns in this, and I am curious to see how that gets explored and why it's like that. But yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. I definitely will try and read a lot more today. I want to try and just read as much as possible. It's so easy for Olivia Blake to just capture me instantly and just draw me into her world and just not let go. Like something about her writing is so immersive, and I can't even explain it. I feel like you either love it or you hate it. For me, it's a love. I think it is so lyrical and poetic, yet so easy and bingeable. That is a balance that I don't find very often in books. I usually find that it's very lyrical and pretty and cozy, but I kind of am not really immersed in it. It's more I'm reading it for the writing. But having a balance of beautiful writing and a really immersive plot and really great characters is something that just doesn't happen very often for me personally. I don't know why I just instantly connect to her writing, but I do. I'm just gonna keep reading today. Hopefully we can get through a little bit more and update you as well. I swear to God, it's not even May. It is like almost May and it is freezing. It is so cold. By the way, winter here starts in June. I like winter, but I also just don't like the cold that much. And it's already so cold. I'm not looking forward to it. I have an update for the Atlas 6. I've been reading quite a lot today because I've had a little bit of time today, and we love that. We love when we have time to read in a day. I'm 230 pages in at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. Like so far, I don't really have anything to complain about. I don't have anything that I'm not really enjoying. I'm loving the dark academia kind of setting. I feel like I'm becoming a lot lot bigger a fan of dark academia. I think for a long time it really intimidated me and I was really not sure whether it was my kind of thing, but I think I'm certain types of dark academia. Like I think it really depends on the type, if that makes sense, because some are quite dark and some are just a little bit, they don't make me feel great. Like Ninth House was a little bit too dark for me, even though I love Leigh Bardugo's writing and I loved her characters. Ninth House was just a little bit too much for me. This is like okay so far. This is pretty good for me so far. Good amount of mystery, a good amount of academy setting, everything like that. We also have really great characters and I'm really liking the character dynamics that we're getting. Particularly Libby. I am loving Libby and I am loving Nico. Those two I am really enjoying at the moment. I love like their, not even chemistry, it's just their character dynamics with each other. Their banter, their like witty, sarcastic kind of fights I am really liking. I don't even know if I'm picking up like romantic vibes. I'm just definitely picking up a vibe, and whatever that is, I'm really enjoying it because I'm really liking the banter. I'm a sucker for banter and like witty, sarcastic kind of interactions. I can't help it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I can't fault anything at the moment. I'm gonna keep reading tonight. Hopefully we can get a little bit more in. You know, maybe we might even finish it tomorrow. That'd be crazy. I will say ahead of time, we are almost at the end of April. So I don't think I will be finishing all my TBR in April. I don't think I'll finish this book probably in April. I don't think I'll finish my next book, but we're gonna continue on to a next book anyway because we'll start it in April. And if we finish it in the first few days of May, that's okay. I still wanna read it for you guys. I still wanna get that reading vlog experience. So let's keep reading and we'll see how it keeps going. See how it progresses. I have a quick little update for you. I am over 350 pages in. Been loving it, literally loving it this entire time. It's kind of, I feel like it's taken a turn. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me mood reading and getting like a different vibe whilst I'm reading it, or if it's like actually taken a different turn, like if it actually feels different. Still really enjoying it. Still really enjoying it. So many unanswered questions. I have so many unanswered questions that I need to know the answer to. I'm gonna keep reading, and that, like, that's a good thing. It's gotten me addicted. It's gotten me, I can't put this book down because I want to find out what's happening. I'm really not sure who to trust. Like the characters, some of them I'm like, can I trust you? Can I trust you? I kind of love that in a book though. What? What on earth? Wait, I'm so confused. What? No, this better not be happening. Have a chapter left. I'm so confused right now. Why this, oh my god, a turn has been taken. We just finished The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I feel such an enormous sense of achievement right now. I am so happy that I finally can say I have read The Atlas 6 because this has just been terrifying me for too many years now. I will say I don't know why this has been terrifying me because honestly it was not that hard of a read. It was very easy to read. I got very lost in the world pretty damn quickly. I really liked our characters. I really love Olivia Blake's writing. I had no reason to be afraid of this. So if you haven't read this and if you're afraid of it like I am, this is your sign that it's like completely fine. You can pick it up. Straight away I will say I don't understand the hate towards this book. This one specifically, I don't know about the rest of the series, but this book specifically, I don't really understand the hate towards it because personally, I loved this. I really had a great time reading it. It wasn't a 5-star reads by any means. Maybe 4.25, I don't know, somewhere in that middle ground. It was still a really good book. I didn't quite connect to it as much as I was hoping, and I feel like at times it was a little bit slow. I do also feel like the last 100 to 200 pages really took a turn. Just stuff started happening out of the left field. Like I was not expecting things to happen. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. As I said, I really liked our character dynamics. I feel like I've said all this before. What I am nervous about is continuing the rest of the series because I just feel like I've seen a lot of people, even if they love this, just not be obsessed with it. I feel like I've got mixed feelings towards it. Most of my feelings are positive. We've ticked it off our list, which is a major achievement for me. We actually only have 2 days left of April. Don't know if I'll finish a book in 2 days. Definitely going to start another book. And if we finish it in the first few days of May, that's okay. But yeah, I'm very excited that we did this one. This This was probably the biggest book on my TBR, like the one I wanted to prioritize the most, just because it has been on my TBR too many times. For our next read, let's go over to the bookshelf and let's go pick. We have a few options, but I think there's two that I am just like very much drawn to at the moment. Number one is The Raven Scholar. This is a very, very big book, so I do not think I'll be finishing this in the month, that's for sure. It's 600 pages, but this one's really intrigued me, and this is also an arc. I would really like to get to this one very soon. And then the other one is A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. I feel like these are all books that have just been terrifying me for a long time for no particular reason. Like, I have no reason to be scared of these books, but I've just been putting them off my TBR for the longest time. You know when your hair is like just after wash day and it's kind of too soft to like do anything? That's my hair right now. I think we're gonna go with The River Enchanted, mainly because all of you have been begging me to read this for such a long time. Well, a few months now. I want to finally read it. I want to see what it's like. I know that it's very mystical, kind of cozy fantasy vibes, which Rebecca Ross is like known for writing. I love the Divine Rivals duology, by the way. It is probably one of my favorite duologies I have ever read. So this, I feel like, has the potential to be really, really wonderful for me, and I would really, really like it. All I know is that we're set in a magical island, and there are like spirits and magical spirits, and the wind is magic or something like that. I really don't know too much. I think there is a little line of romance in here as well. It's only the afternoon, so I actually can start it today as well, which I'm really excited about. I might even download it on my Kindle as well, just because like the flop is non-existent on this book. The pages are so thin, it's not even funny. Oh, I'll have to really crack the spine for this one. That's a bit sad, isn't it? But yeah, this one's an easy commitment because it's only 2 books, and Rebecca Ross has this way of writing that is absolutely wonderful. It very much reminds me of Stephanie Garber in a way, but like has her own touch to it. It's very mystical, it's very beautiful and magical. Let's start this tonight. Pages in, not even 100 pages into this, and I'm already like, I'm getting giddy about how good this feels. Oh my god, these characters. I fear I may be in love with these new characters. I've just been sitting here reading for just under an hour. I don't know how, but like this spot is one of the comfiest spots to me. It's so uncomfy, but so comfy at the same time. It's the next morning, it's very early. I actually didn't read as much as I wanted to last night because my boyfriend and I started watching New Girl and we got distracted and ended up just having a New Girl night. So that was fun. This is so whimsical and magical. I am actually shocked. Like, I'm actually shocked. As I said before, I've been so nervous to read this, and now I'm like kicking myself for being so nervous because I think I'm gonna have a new obsession. Like, I know that's so early to speak. We're only 100 pages in. I am loving this world. It is so magical. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Basically, we're following our protagonist Jack. Also, I have this feeling that I'm gonna have another Jack to obsess over. I love my Stephanie Garber Jack, but this Jack, we've got another one, which is wonderful. Something about the name, I don't know. Basically though, we're following Jack, our protagonist, and he has been on the mainland studying, I believe, to become a teacher. He left his family on the island of Cadence, I think is how you pronounce it. He has returned though because he was summoned back to the island. In his mind, he's only returning for like a short period of time. He's not staying there. So he returns back to the magical island, and on this island, the wind and the spirits of the island are alive. So like the wind can like send messages, and there are spirits on this island, like good spirits most of the time. It's just, it's so magical. I can't explain it. Like, there is something about it that just, oh my god, it makes you feel like you're a child again reading. Like it makes you feel like a child's imagination in a way, like with the spirits and everything. That's just what it feels like. Well, it feels like my imagination when I was young. Once Jack arrives at this island, he realizes that 2 young girls on this island have gone missing. They've been missing, I think, for a few weeks now. That is basically the premise. That is basically what has happened so far. Intrigued to see where this is going. It's definitely not what I was, like, it's not as much as a cozy fantasy as I was expecting. When I think of cozy fantasy, I think of like Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and not a lot happens. There isn't too much action by any means, anything like that. But this, honestly, I feel like there's a little bit of action. Like, not a lot of action, but I feel like there has potential to be a bit of an adventure. if you will. We kind of have a few perspectives going on. I think only like 2 so far. I always love when we have a few protagonists or like a few just point of views. It always makes, I feel like it adds a little bit more to the story, gets you a better understanding of all your characters, of like the dynamics between the different characters, everything like that. So it is safe to say I am really, really enjoying this at the moment. I cannot wait to continue it. I'm going to continue it tonight. I'm going to be just reading as much as I can tonight. Rebecca Ross, she has a way of just capturing me and not letting go. It is actually the next day. I forgot to update you last night, but I have been reading so much because this literally is so good and so gripping, and I'm enjoying it so much more than I thought I was going to be. We are now officially in May. So we have not completed this challenge on time, but you know, we're gonna complete this book because why not? I also got it on my Kindle because it was just easier to read it in bed that way. I was very cold. My hand was getting very cold holding this physical book. So we got it on Kindle to help that. I am just reaching page 300, which is very exciting. I know I am so sorry I haven't updated you more, but I thought we can just finish it together today because I think we have about 150 pages left. I can usually read that in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we'll see how we go. I'm really, really excited. I'm so excited to see where this is going. I'm obsessed with this world. The more I read, the more intrigued I am, the more hooked I am, the more immersed in this world I am. Jack, I am obsessed with. He is one of the most wholesome protagonists I have read about in such a long time. And that's definitely really helping the rest of the book because like as a result, I'm obsessed with the rest of the book. I don't think there's one character I don't like in this book at the moment, which is pretty rare. Even the main female protagonist, obsessed with her. Incredible, wonderful, I love her. She's such a strong female protagonist as well, which I always love. Honestly, there's not a lot right now that could stop this from being like a really high rating of a book because everything about this I'm obsessed with. I do think I will be binging this duology. It's kind of too good not to. I can't explain to you how mystical and magical this is, and I get why you guys have been wanting me to read this for such a long time now. We have a bit of time today. We're just gonna sit down and finish this together, where this story goes, because I feel like there's quite a lot of potential. In my last clip, I think I was talking about how it doesn't really feel like a cozy fantasy. It has cozy elements, but it definitely has a little bit more adventure elements to it, a little bit more adventure kind of feeling, or like, I don't know, higher stakes, I guess. Not high stakes, but more so than like cozy fantasies. There is a really, really solid plot complementing the world and the characters. I know I keep talking about them, but honestly, the plot is really, really intriguing. I don't really want to tell you too much more than what I already said because I don't want to spoil anything. It makes me feel like how I felt when I read when I was like 14. You know, when you're just so obsessed with the book that you can't stop thinking about it. At school, I would be like, oh my God, it's only 4 hours left of school. That means 4 hours till I can read my book. Okay, I don't know if everyone thought like that, but I thought like that anyway. Let's sit down and read this together without any more rambling. I might go between my Kindle and stuff, but I'll probably just try and read the physical book. I knew it. I get so proud of myself when I guess things. We've just hit page 400. I literally just read 100 pages just then. I'm getting really tired. I think I'm gonna make a tea and then we'll keep reading. Let's go make a tea. I need one. Tea has been acquired. We can now finish. I truly have no idea where this is going to go. Like I kind of have a lot of questions and I'm kind of nervous, and I also do think I want to like go on to the second one straight away. No. Wait, no. We literally have 10 pages left. This is stressing me out. Why is this stressing me out? Why did it have to end like that? Now I want to read the second one so bad. I get why you ended like that, but why? Why? Really? I finished this. I am so, so happy. And I am so glad that I finally, like, this is just my sign that I do not need to be scared of random books. This was wonderful. Like, I'm talking 4.5, maybe higher rating. I'm not entirely sure yet. I think I have to like sit on it for a few days, but this world was wonderful. Definitely one of my favorite worlds I have read about in a long time. Yes, I did go and make myself another cup of tea because I drank it very quickly. I've been obsessed with peppermint tea at the moment. Anyway, I love this and I get why you all wanted me to read it now. Like, I understand. This was so beautiful, but also so like I was on the edge of my seat. As I said, I want to read the second one like immediately, because what do you mean that's the ending? Rebecca Ross has this way of writing. She also is incredibly talented at like pacing duologies perfectly. I feel like it's a very fine line. Sometimes trilogies that I've read I think would be better as duologies. Sometimes I think duologies would be better as a standalone. But Rebecca Ross has this way of doing it that it feels perfect. It feels perfectly paced, perfectly thought out. Every little plot point makes so much sense. I can't explain it. I'm so excited for the prequel of Divine Rivals as well. I'm kind of glad I read this later when the second book has come out already, because I do think I'm going to be reading this very quickly. I do have another book that I need to read first. I am really excited about this one. Oh my god, I just didn't expect to like it so much. I'm going to be recommending this to you guys like there is no tomorrow. I'm literally going to be begging you to read it because that was wonderful, and I am forever thankful for you guys making, like, doing that extra little push to make me want to read it. Really just changed it. I honestly don't have too much else to say apart from the fact that I am truly obsessed. I don't think I'm going to be able to read anything else tonight, and I think that'll bring us to the end of this video because truly I think I'm just going to be thinking about this all night. Highly recommend for you to pick up your books that you've been anticipating but also kind of scared of reading, because this is your sign that it's worth it. Also, like, something really cool about this land was, like, it says on the back now, which makes kind of more sense because as I was reading it I was like, huh? But it says on the back, there is gossip carried by the wind, plaid shawls can be as strong as armor, and the smallest cut of a knife can instill fathomless fear. Oh my god, Freya. Those are kind of some of the elements in the world that just made it so much more magical and mystical. I really liked all the kind of little intricate bits to the magic system, which I feel like I haven't read in a while. I feel like sometimes magic systems are very copy and paste. Not that that's always a bad thing. Sometimes it's fine, and sometimes you want to focus on like the plot or the characters more than the magic system, but I just feel like this had a really, really good balance, and it just felt so unique and so refreshing, and I really, really needed that in some of my fantasy books. Like, I always, you guys know, I always appreciate it when the magic system feels unique and different to anything I've read before. And as I said, I think that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a fun time watching. These are one of my favorite vlogs to film, and my next vlog I am very, very excited for. I could just tell you. I think I'm gonna just tell you. I'm doing a reread of the entire Hunger Games trilogy, and I'm very excited because Sunrise and the Reaping destroyed me, and I can't wait to go back and see all the little Easter eggs in the beginning of the series. Also, I read the series when I was like 13. Don't think it really sunk in, honestly. I did not know enough about politics for it to actually sink in. So yeah, that's gonna be my next reading vlog. I'm so excited. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I love you all so, so much. You have no idea how thankful I am that you guys watched to the end of these videos. It truly means the absolute world to me, and I will see you in my next vlog.